In the meantime, moving on to into business news rather, the Intercompany Employees Union charges that since the rupee value of a unit of the revised Colombo Consumers Price Index has not been officially declared, problems have arisen when calculating salaries. President of the union, Vasantha Samarasinghe, pointed out that due to this, salaries of workers of certain private and semi-government institutions have been affected.
The Intercompany Employees Union convened a media briefing today to explain about the problems faced when deciding the rupee value of the price index of the newly introduced Colombo Consumers Price Index, which is the official index to measure consumer price inflation. If the value of the cost of living index is not gazetted, problems will arise within companies from August regarding the payment of the cost of living allowance. In 1952, it was valued at 2 rupees. In 2002, the value was estimated at 67. Now they have introduced a new index. Its value is 280. However, this has not yet been gazetted. When we inform our employers that since this year the value of the cost of living index has increased, they say no, because they have not been officially informed. This has become a major problem for us in calculating salaries. The Minister of Petroleum Industries has taken a decision to make it compulsory for petrol sheds to issue receipts for all fuel sales to consumers. According to a release issued by the Ministry, the Marketing Division of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation will take steps to inform all petrol sheds to implement this decision. The Minister of Petroleum further noted that this decision was taken to ensure better consumer protection.
And with the very latest from the world of sports, we are now joined by Kumarini Rajkarana. Good evening, Kumarini.
Good evening, Ramesh.
Well, according to your opinion, where did Sri Lanka go wrong in the 2 one-day internationals against Australia?
Well, Ramesh, Australia won the first ODI by 7 wickets on the 10th and they secured an 8-wicket win last night. The startling similarity that is evident in these 2 games is the fact that Sri Lanka wasn't able to score as many runs as they hoped to. According to Aussie captain Michael Clarke, Sri Lanka did not put enough runs on the board to apply pressure on the visitors.
So what do you think would have been a good score at the Surya Stadium?
Well, according to Sri Lankan skipper T.M. Dilshan, they were targeting a score of between 240 to 260 runs. With just 3 games remaining in the one-day series, Sri Lankan skipper T.M. Dilshan says that they hope to bounce back like they did on the Tour of England. Here are some of the views expressed by the 2 captains at the post-match media briefing.
We know 230, 240 not enough this week. 260 plus is that's our plan, but didn't work. I think everyone learning every match. We have to come strongly next match. Few months ago we did bounce back really well in England. We can do same thing here. We can bounce back and play well, especially batting unit. We can put some runs in the board. We can put the pressure to England, Australian batting lineup.
Now playing Sri Lanka in these conditions in any form is quite difficult. We're off to a good start in this series, but we know there's a long way to go. So, yeah, our focus is here and to perform well on this tour. We come here to try and win every game we play, whether that be 2020s, one-dayers or the test matches.
And for an expert analysis of yesterday's one-day international, we are now joined by former Sri Lankan skipper Arjuna Ranatunga.
After winning a very important toss, Sri Lanka couldn't capitalize on getting a big score. I think most of the batsmen got into form, but couldn't capitalize and go on getting a bigger score, like 3-figure score. You need to get 1 or 2 batsmen to go past 100 to get something like 250 or 270. Generally, I felt there were a lot of bad shots were played, lot of unwanted shots were played. But credit should go to the Australian bowlers. They bowled at a plan. They had a lot of plans against some of the senior cricketers. It was very good to see the way they capitalized on that. When Australia came into bat chasing 208, 209 to win, it was not a big total to chase. But after losing the first wicket, Ponting, the former Australian captain, he anchored the innings. He took a lot of time to settle down and gave a lot of support to Watson. The way they were building the innings was really good. Australia looks a very formidable batting lineup after Ponting, Clarke and Hussey back in the side. The Sri Lankan fielding was not up to the standard. The body language doesn't look too good. and bowling looks very, very ordinary. I think they need to wake up, plan really well before they come and play the next one-day game.
Now on to some rugby news. Although the Interclub A-Division League rugby tournament concluded yesterday, the champion is yet to be named and the championship trophy is yet to be awarded. Tonight, Sports First takes a look at the reason behind this issue.
The team which accumulates the most number of points in the league standings is crowned the champion of the Interclub rugby tournament. Thereby, Kandy Sports Club, which amassed the most number of points in the standings, should be named the champion. However, this has not yet been done. According to the secretary of the Sri Lanka Rugby Football Union, Lasta Gunratna, the main reason behind this is the interim injunction issued by the Colombo District Court. The order was issued when a petition filed by the secretary of the Kandy Sports Club, Leslie De Silva, was taken up for consideration. The petition charged that points which should have been added to the standings following the Kandy team's victory over the CHNFC on the 12th of June have not been added. The secretary of the SLRFU also noted that the second reason behind the champions not being named is the disciplinary inquiry being conducted into the participation of a Navy rugby player as a member of the Kandy team. The Navy team had earlier filed a case in this regard, and Lasta Gunratha added that disciplinary action has been delayed as the SLRFU is yet to receive the court ruling pertaining to this.
You do know that you, our viewers, have the opportunity of sharing any newsworthy video clips with the entire nation through NewsFest. You can do so by sending us the video captured on your mobile devices, which are 30 seconds or less, via email or MMS.
Email us on youreport@newsfirst.lk or send us an MMS on 0759301 003. You can also visit our website www.newsfirst.lk for the very latest on the World Wide Web.
That's it from all of us here at the MTV News First Desk for tomorrow. Join us again tomorrow. I'm Mahina Bongzo.
And I'm Ravishurugal Bandara. Good night.